Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel, Steps to Wellness. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, thank you, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And also I now offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive deep and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what's going on with your person as well. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go. Okay. Alright, so so you're coming in with the Emperor card. Here guys, the Emperor is Aries. Alright, and Aries rules your first house. Aries is all about oneself here, of the first houses, because it's ruled by Mars. Here guys, your appearance, your physical appearance here, your health and your well-being is pretty much important. In that house, of course, you're also coming in with the way in which you communicate here, the way in which your person communicates. You're coming in with confidence, self-confidence here. Really depends on where you are at when it comes to you here. But what I get here in your reading with this particular card, it talks about here is that your person knows themselves, but they also know what they like here, because you're also coming in with your internal compass here. You're in a knowing here in your reading. All right. And when you're coming in that way, you're talking about here in your reading, you're talking about your emotions, your feelings, what drives that, what motivates you here, okay? And what you like and what you don't like, why you don't like it in a sense, and why you do like it. This is what the internal compass could be talking about when it comes to your person, this Emperor card here. All right, I will talk more to that. And now you were coming in with Cancer. Cancer, you're coming in with the Chariot card. All right, guys, this is Cancer. Cancer rules your fourth house. I know I made a mistake in one of my readings and I said it was the third house. Okay, guys, it's the fourth house. It's about your private life here. Okay, it is ruled by the moon here. So there's phases when you're coming in with the moon card. All right, it actually travels around the zodiac signs here, guys, a lot faster than other planets. However, I'm going to keep going here. Yeah, it talks about your home. It talks about how you relax, the type of person that you are when it comes to your home life. See, for most people here, I just want to touch on this private life. For most people, okay, they get up and they go to work, and so they have this certain persona, they have traits and characteristics here, and it's more so to do with, I'd liken it to attributes. And so if your person was a doctor here, then those are the kind of attributes that they would have. That's the kind of personality that they would have. And even when it comes to their appearance here, okay? And if your person was, let's say, a school teacher, then that's the kind of characteristics and traits that they portray here, guys, and that's how they appear to be here. Now, when it comes to their home life, it's when you get home, you can actually just be the person you are, and you can relax and you can offload here and talk about the day here without having any kind of repercussions, in a sense, about what you went through here. There is no opinions here, in a sense, in terms of your home life. It's about being comfortable here, okay? Yeah, of course, it can talk about patterns and habits when it comes to your home life here. So it can talk about, oh, right, one of your patterns and habits could be is just to get into your trackies here, or get out of your work clothes, get into more comfortable clothes here and sit down and just relax here. It comes in that way. This is a side of your person that they don't show other people, and most people are like that. Yeah, it's like you get people rocking up to your place and they come over unannounced in a sense, and you could be just relaxing and chilling out on your couch, and yeah, and you get up and say, geez, damn, apologies, this is how I am when I'm not at work. You could have run. Yeah, I would have looked a little bit better here, because you just don't worry about your appearance in the sense here. Yeah, which is a contrast when you're coming in with these two cards here. Whereas Aries, they like their appearance. When you're coming in with the first house, all about you. It's really about your aesthetic here, how you are perceived by the world around you when you walk outside of your door here. Okay, but you put time and effort into that here, guys, and then there's that side of you where you're at home, you're relaxing, and it's not about your appearance here, it's just about being comfortable here. Okay, that's how these two cards are coming in. Like I said, there is a contrast happening here. Now, what these two cards are talking about here in your reading for your person, it really comes down to, so what is home here? Are they comfortable in a sense? Can they relax in their own home environment? Can they be themselves here? This is coming in here, guys, is that, what I want to say there in your reading, it comes in as you don't want to go home here in a sense. You work all day, and yeah, it does happen here, guys, it does, because home has become that monotonous daily routine where things don't actually change for you here. I want to say here, and I don't know if that's the right word, it can come in as boredom here. Okay, now I'm going home. See, that fun and that excitement, that relaxing, most people go, oh great, I'm going to go home, I'm going to relax. Okay, that's kind of not how your person is feeling. And I want to say there, guys, is that it's kind of fizzled out here. And see, it really comes down to that realization here, guys, that you want more in your life. I'll be quite honest with you here. I want to do more with myself. Just going home and relaxing isn't something that I want to do here. You're coming in with, well, I want excitement, I want change here. But what do I do to create that change here? What is it that I need to work on to bring about change in my life here, so that I am excited about going home, so I do enjoy going home? This is how this is coming in here. And what it can be talking about there in your reading is that well, it comes in as here, guys, for your person is, and even yourself here, is making out that home is a good place to be here. You see, what it also talks about here in your reading is that over time, you, of course, when you get into a relationship here, it's kind of coming in that way. When you get into a relationship, a serious relationship here, in the beginning, it's lovely to come home. And it is, it's lovely to come home to your person or to your partner. Yeah. But as the years go on here, guys, it's not like that anymore, because nothing has changed here. It's the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to get home. Yeah, I'm going to get out of my work clothes. Oh my gosh, I've got to do dinner. Oh my gosh, I've got to do the washing. I've got to do the dinner for the kids. I've got to make sure they're all right. It comes in that way here. I've got to go and take them to the sports, and it's just the same kind of cycle over and over again every day in, day out here. And so there is a want to change here. See, with the Emperor guy, they realize it. They know it now. They know what it is that they are going through. They, like I said, they have an internal compass. Here they have an inner knowing. Here in your reading, they know that why they feel the way that they do here, and they know what has caused it, in a sense here. And they also, because of course you do, you also know what you need to do in order to change it. There is avoidance here with these two cards. See, because what it tells me here in your reading for your person, they actually want to take a different direction. They want to go in a different direction here. They want to do what they want to do here. That's what I'm getting. It comes in as to the point they just don't want to, you just don't want to go home here. And the only thing, because does happen, all right, guys, and the only thing that takes you home is your children, because you know that they need you, in the sense here, and that is the only reason. Here. And so there is a fear here in your reading to create changes, to go in another direction here, because of your responsibilities. Yeah. Because you have responsibilities here. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, guys, that's what's going on now for your person here. They're going in a direction. This is what it's saying. They're going in a direction that they don't want to go. That's what it's saying. So on the inside, for your person, there is definitely some kind of upheaval. This could be an inner tower moment here. All right, it comes in as they on the inside here, your person is just, it's like hopelessness here, guys. Because they're not balanced here. They're not in alignment here. They definitely know what it is. So they're not following their heart's desire here. And because of that, they're not, they don't like here, or they struggle, they find it difficult here, guys, to take the correct action. See, for your person, it's not about going where they want to go. Here, what it is for your person, and even yourself here, in your reading, it talks about sitting down here, to be quite honest, coming in with the Emperor card and the Chariot card. In this deck, it comes down, it's about sitting down here, thinking about what it is that you want to do, what it is that needs to change here, guys, and taking the steps to do the changes. Because going in the direction that you want to go, that'll be quite fine here, but what your cards are saying here, okay, for both you and your person, is that it's not going to sit well here. So changes need to happen for your person on a personal level here. Changes need to happen with them over there, wherever they are. Here, guys, it's the changes in going in the direction that they want to go, because that would not make this person happy. That's what I'm picking up, because they're not prepared for it. They're not prepared for it here. Oh, yeah, they would love to come towards you in a sense here in your reading, but it wouldn't sit well with this person here. That's what it's talking about here, collective. All right? Right. That's what's going on now here in your reading. Yeah, you may say, oh, yeah, they can come towards me, you know, it'll be fine and stuff like that here in your reading. But what these cards are saying here in your reading is that, yeah, they could very well come towards you, but they're not going to, it's not going to be enough for this person to make a decision here, a solid decision. And that's what needs to happen before they step in your direction here. See, it also comes in as they have to end out a past cycle, but they actually have to end it out themselves here. They actually have to go through it, go through that ending. You can't avoid it and go in another direction and just watch it all end, because once again, like I said, that will not sit well with either you or this person here, because it's unfinished business here, okay? And to go through the ending here, to end out that cycle here, guys, is to finish it. That's what it talks about here in your reading. Oh, yeah, you just want it to all end. I'll be quite honest with you. When you do want to go in another direction and you want changes in your life, you just want to go in that direction and hope everything's, you know, there's a wave your magic wand and everything's going to disappear here. All right, guys, you don't want to go through the hard work, and that's the hard work here. See, it's not just about the environment that your person is in. It's actually really about your person here. Why they made certain choices here, why they're feeling the way that they are. What is this push? Because there's definitely a push here. Could even be intuitive nudges happening here, guys. There's that intuitive nudge and intuitive push here for your person, yeah, to make the change, to take the step here, guys. Yeah, of course, this could be a career move for your person here. It could also be a new environment here. But unless they're ready for it, that's what it's talking about. And coming in with the Emperor card, they're well aware of it here, that they need to prepare themselves for it. Yeah, the past cycle may be about other people. I do get that here with the Chariot card. All right, guys, but what it talks about here in your reading, it's not just about other people. It's like I said, it's actually about your person here. All right, so let's now go into the obstacles and challenges. You have the King of Cups here in your reading. You have the Nine of Swords, and you are coming in with the King of Pentacles here. This is the Emperor guy. All right, I do see the Emperor guy as someone who does have all four alchemical elements here. Okay, guys? But what it can talk about there in your reading is that you've got to actually learn all of that. Here, that is about alignment, and I spoke about that here. Okay, and when it does come down to alignment here, guys, when you're coming in with cups, you're talking about happiness. Here, you're talking about one's happiness, what makes you happy here, and are you doing it? Are you actually bringing it into your reality? And what I mean there is, let's say you're a painter here, guys. You've always loved to paint and you're really quite good at it here. Are you painting? That's what it talks about when you're coming in with cups, when you're coming in with the things that you love, because this King of Cups is in love. Here, that's what this is really about here in your reading, especially when you're coming in with this person's private life here. Yeah. See, when I spoke about that avoidance here, guys, see, they avoided it. They ignored these feelings, but they can't ignore these feelings anymore. Because what your person is realizing now is that they actually love it. Here. They love painting. And that painting could very well be you here, guys. Now, coming in with the Nine of Swords, what it talks about there in your reading is your person can't get over it here. They don't have the choice is what it talks about here in your reading. They don't have a choice. That's how they see it here. Yeah, of course, you can come in with a rock and a hard place here, guys. Yeah. See, like I said, there's two sides to this person. There's two sides to the Emperor. There's the side they show people when they walk out the door, and then when they come home, there it's totally different. That's what I'm getting. See, the Nine of Swords can come in as, in terms of obstacles and challenges here, guys, is that they're thinking to themselves they didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for love here. Or I didn't realize I was in love. I didn't realize that this is love. I thought I already had it. That's what it's saying here. In terms of they don't have the control over it. They don't have the control over their emotions. They can't say yes or no here. Yes, I'm in love. No, I'm in love. They can't say that here because it's not up to them. This is how they're feeling here, guys. Yeah. See, love has the control. Their emotions have the control over them here, guys. That's what I'm getting. Now you were coming in with the King of Pentacles, and so in terms of obstacles and challenges, I do see that King of Pentacles as an earth angel here, guys. And so what I get there in your reading is that there are big changes happening here for this person. Big changes. These big changes are coming into your person's reality here. In terms of Pentacles, here in your reading, and it can come down to what this person builds, how they build it. There's a lot more love and care, I would say, here in your reading. Care. They're meaningful. There's meaningfulness here, guys. There's thoughtfulness here, and that is in your person's reality. That's what I'm getting here. So in terms of those changes, it is coming in as how they interact with other people here. Yeah, of course, when you're coming in with the King of Pentacles, the obstacle and challenge here in your reading is for this person is to hide their feelings through their work. It's like burying your work and your studies, and you do that, and you can do that when you don't want to face a certain situation here or emotion, and you know, you just bury yourself in your work. And I get here it has worked for your person in the past, but what it's talking about here in your reading is that it's proving to be difficult for your person to hide how they feel when it comes to their work. So what could be happening here in your reading is that your person is hearing music. Here they could be watching. You know, we're talking about what's in front of this person's eyeballs here. So there are constant reminders here. All right, let's keep going here. All right, let's come in with the potential outcome. So you're coming in with the Moon card, the Eight of Cups. You're coming in with the King of Wands, the Magician here, guys. And you were coming in with the Tower card. And we spoke about Aries here, guys. All right, so in terms of the Moon card, you're coming in with Cancer. And once again, you're coming in with the fourth house. Here it is. Then this is also about the Eight of Cups here, guys. And so I've already spoken about what's actually going on in terms of your person's home life here. That is coming in with the Moon card here. It's private to your person. It comes in, like I said, there's two sides to this person here. And most people, it's like that in a sense here, guys. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but then why would you? Why would you want to know what's going on in other people's homes? In a sense here, guys, yeah. However, there is that happening here at this point in time. Now, what I do get here in your reading, see, the Moon is actually in Aquarius here, and you have Pluto in Aquarius at this time. And it does talk about relationships here. It talks about, here in your reading, networks. So there's a lot that's going on behind the scenes when it comes to your person. And what I do get here in your reading is that your person could very well be pulling back here in the sense. Here, guys, yeah. So you're coming in, it's hard for your person to choose themselves. That's something else I'm getting here. It's hard for your person to make the choice that they are wanting to make. It's not as easy as that here with this particular card. Because coming in with the King of Cups, you're coming in with 9 here, guys. And so what it can talk about there in your reading, because they're not making the choices that they're wanting to, because they're not going in the direction that they want to go in, your person could very well be using mind and mood altering substances here in terms of addictions here, guys, to kind of handle and cope with what's going on. The potential outcome here. Now, coming in with the Magician card, you're coming in with Virgo here, guys. You're coming in with Mercury, all right? Now, Mercury rules your 6th house, this one here. See, what it talks about there in your reading is that this person, this King of Wands, they are this Magician, yeah. Potentially here in your reading, they're going to make a choice here. See, they're going to follow their passion here. You've got 3 kings on your board. And so it shows what, in terms of the Emperor card, you actually got the whole 4 here in your reading, because that Emperor card is the King of Swords here. Yeah. And so what it's talking about there in your reading is that for this person here, there's definitely a choice that they are going to make here, guys. All right. Now, coming in with the Tower card, once again, you're coming in with Aries. All right. Aries rules your first house here. I spoke about that. And you are also coming in with Scorpio here in your reading. Okay. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and I spoke about Pluto being in Aquarius. Okay, guys. Scorpio rules your 8th house here of transformation here in your reading. So there are definite changes that are going to happen here, and this person isn't going to back down once they've made this decision, ready to take this action. And I spoke about here in your reading that they weren't ready, okay, here, because all of this, there's I want to say preparation, but there are steps here that they need to take, and it's about being certain here that this is what they want to do. But the certainty here in your reading is that they are doing it for themselves here. This is what they are wanting to do, is what it talks about here. Not the want to go in another direction. Yeah, that's part of it here. Not to leave a cycle because it doesn't work for them, or they're feeling uncomfortable here, or there are arguments, or this, in that respect, so I'm going to pack my bags and I'm going to leave here. What it talks about here in your reading is that your person has to gain clarity. They have to figure out what it is that they are wanting here. All right, guys, now you're coming in with the advice card. You're coming in with the world card. Once again, you're coming in with Aquarius. Aquarius rules your 11th house, say, guys, of innovation, progression here. All right, social status, all of that here in your reading. Technology, like I said here, as you are coming in with Uranus. All right, guys, and Uranus is slowly moving into Gemini at this time. It's an end to a cycle in a sense, and it's a new beginning here. But the new beginning here in your reading is actually your person. That's how I see the Ace of Pentacles here. So, and it normally refers to prosperity begins here, a new beginning. But unless you're ready for it, unless you're ready, because you've got to be the new beginning in a sense here, guys. Yeah. Death and transformations. All right. Yeah. This is an opportunity when you're coming in with aces. All right, guys, you've got to take it. The aces don't hang around forever. I don't know the time frame for the aces either. But what I do know is that when it appears, guys, grab it with 2 hands here, hold on to it tightly, and run with it. Don't leave it behind. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, Collective. Thank you for your reading. Yeah, nice reading here. I appreciate, and I'll catch you later. Bye.